Me and my little helper are getting a head start on dinner this morning. It's a perfect day for soup, I think. So we're just going to get a loaf of bread started, and it will happily prove away while we get on with the rest of the dinner prep. I could say how bread making is an art in itself, a perfect opportunity to slow down and enjoy the process. But this recipe is more of a slop it all together as quickly as you can, and that's why I love it. I absolutely would love to learn and try more bread recipes, particularly because recently I bought a cast iron casserole dish, so I'm thinking I could do some larger loaves or balls in there. I also keep seeing those little bread raisers that people have to create those beautiful intricate patterns on top of the bread. I would love to try something like that. But for now, I can't beat the time that this bread saves me. And time is everything at the moment. I'm just going to leave that for an hour or so. The heating is on, so the house is nice and toasty. I'll just sit the bowl on a chair in front of one of my radiators. I asked everyone what kind of soup they would like this week, and everyone immediately said tomato. So tomato it is. I'm going to grate 2 large carrots. One would be fine, but I'm just trying to pack as many vegetables in while the kids can't see them. One large onion and 4 cloves of garlic follow, and douse that all together with a generous helping of oil. I'm going to roast this for about 25 minutes, I think. My mum and dad were out shopping one day last week, and they spotted these in a charity shop for me. They sent me a picture and they asked me if I was interested, and I said absolutely. They aren't the thickest quality copper pans, but copper is getting really expensive these days. So I'm very happy with these, and I got them both for £10. I think they'll look lovely hanging here. And maybe they can just be the start of a little collection. I love that at some point I've been home with each of my children one-on-one, while the others have either started nursery or school. I love watching their personalities unfold as a group, but there's something just special about seeing them shine individually. I always think to myself, I wonder if I will remember this exact moment in years to come. Some moments I wish you could just capture everything about them, how they look and feel and smell and sound. I hope I remember this morning. I'm just going to add the tomatoes now. I would usually add 1 tin of chopped tomatoes and then add a bunch of fresh tomatoes. I only have a few cherry tomatoes hanging around at the back of the fridge though, so I think it's best to add a second tin of tomatoes. And of course some basil. And then I'm just going to let that roast for another 30 minutes or so. I can't believe how quickly these bulbs are growing indoors. I think the heating must have them thinking it's spring already in here. I'm going to add about 500 ml of stock. Depending on how thick or thin you like your soup, I suppose you can just add more or less. And then I'm just going to blend everything together. And that's it. A simple meal, but oh, it's going to be oh so wonderful. Yummy. Soup has got to be one of the best highlights of these long winter months. I usually like to wait until I've taken my older 2 children to school before I start straightening up the downstairs. I find that I can just get on with it then and get it all sorted without having to answer a lot of questions and help people find missing shoes. You know how it is on a school morning. I really do keep meaning to take down these garlands from Christmas. I think it's going to look quite bare once I do, and I think it's going to need something to replace it. I've been looking at different cafe curtain options, but I do find it hard to visualise what it will look in my own space. I see all these beautiful inspiration pictures that I absolutely love, but they mostly have beautiful old windows that accompany the curtains, and I think that massively adds to the overall look and charm of it. My windows they're just normal, plain UPVC affairs, so I don't know if it'll get the final look I'm intending it to. I think what I need to do is take a photo of my window and then create a few mock-up examples so that it's easier for me to visualise, and then I can make a decision. But I am going to take these garlands down this weekend. I know sometimes I find myself sighing at the thought of doing the same thing each morning, but I'm starting more and more to love having these repeated moments each day. I love using this time to catch up on some YouTube channels I enjoy, or listening to a bit more of my audiobook that I currently have on the go. I don't think you can properly count it as self-care if you're having to tidy up at the same time. But most of these tasks I can do on autopilot. So I find myself enjoying this time of day more and more. I know I'll get to listen to the next chapter or catch up with a virtual friendly face. It's a small little moment for myself in a roundabout way. And I love getting my morning call from my husband. We chat throughout the day, but it feels odd to not have our morning chat if for one reason or other one of us isn't free. It's just another small lovely daily moment, and I really do treasure it. Thankfully the living room isn't too bad this morning, so I'll just quickly straighten up in here. These daffodils, however, I think I'm going to have to move them. They said they would grow to about 20 centimetres high, but they're already touching the tops of the shelves. So I think I'm just going to put them on here for a little while. Hopefully Jude doesn't pull them out. Now, this is a job I've been meaning to do for a long time. My bedside drawers are, they're just getting ridiculous now. No wonder I can never find anything in them. I'm sure half of this stuff, it's just empty bottles or random rubbish. A couple of midnight snacks maybe. This, however, I have been absolutely loving. My husband ordered this for my birthday, but since he saw me reading with my phone light, he gave it to me early. I just have been clipping it onto my bedside table rather than onto the book itself though, because it's quite heavy. Oh my goodness, more half-used cream. My skin has been so much drier all this winter, far drier than it normally is over winter. But skincare is getting so expensive, and I've just been trying the different Aldi face creams to see if I like them, since they are very much cheaper. And as long as my food bill is the same price each week, I kind of feel like that it's almost free. I don't know about you, but even though I'm pretty organised and tidy everywhere else in the house, my own personal space, I can just never be bothered to deal with it by the end of the day. Sometimes it's all too easy to get caught up with the essentials that have to be done. And these little jobs, they just get overlooked. But later on, when I switch from lamplight to booklight, I will be quietly thanking myself for getting this little job done today.